Hi, welcome to today's awesome meeting, awesome class. It's still a regular Forex instructor. Today we're going to be talking about something very important, the most conservative trading strategy in the Forex market. The most conservative Forex strategy in the Forex market. Hear this. Trading is very easy. It's very easy if only you understand how to trade, and not only to trade but trading profitably. So today I'm going to teach you one of the most important strategies in the world, one of the leading strategy in the world, one of the things that are going to give you that money, that the millions you want and whatever you want, if only you put everything into consideration. Now before I go ahead, if you are new to this channel, do well to subscribe, share to your friends, and if you're also here, do well to share this video to your friends. Do not withhold anything good. Now by the time we put in more videos, you'll be able to receive it, especially on your notification. So today we're going to be talking about trendline strategies. Wow, what is trendline strategies? Have you ever tried knowing or tried spotting the trend of the market? Is this an uptrending market? Is this a downtrending market? How do I know? Or what is the simplest strategy to use to be very profitable? Now this trendline strategy is there for you. Trendline trading strategy is very easy, very conservative, and giving money in the Forex market. So we move to the next stuff we have. So things to know about trendline. Number one is the trendline is the most conservative trading strategy in the Forex market. Trendline is used to get diagonal support and resistance. Can be used to know trend reversal. How do I know that this market has been buying, will soon reverse? How do I know that this market has been selling, will soon reverse? Outside your chart pattern and every other price action strategies you use or whatever you use, you can also use trendline to get trend reversal in the Forex market. Now it can also be used to set your stop loss and take profit. Stop loss and take profit. You can use trendline to set your stop loss and your take profit. Can be used whether by short-term traders, long-term traders, medium-term traders. No matter the type of trader you are, it can be used for all. It's available for all. Trendline puts you in check as a Forex trader. Now we go to the chart, show you how to spot this trend line, how to use it. It's a very sweet tool. It's a very sweet strategy used. The only thing you have to do is just patience required for the market to come back to your trend line. So let's go to the chart. Now there are two types of trend line. Remember, it's called trend line. It's not called a range line. It's called trend line, not a range line. So you only use trend line in a trending market, not a ranging market, not even a sideways market. You only use trend line in a trending market, not a ranging market, whether uptrending or downtrending market. Now let's take this. This is an uptrending market. How do we draw your trend line? Now if you follow me very well, you understand how to draw this trend line. It will be very easy for you, very easy for you. It's not something that is difficult, it's not something that is hard, it's something that is very good for everybody. Now even though you've been drawing trend line but you don't understand how it is, join me, you'll be able to draw your trend line. Now on my chart here, I find one that I'm gonna draw, something like this. Now look at this tool. This is known as trading tools in the Forex market. This is known as trading tools. So you find your trend line tool among these ones. This is the crosshair, this is your vertical line, this is horizontal line, this is your trend line. So this is what I do. I take my trend line. Now for an uptrending market, you draw from the lows. Remember, it's used to get your diagonal support and resistance. You draw from the lows to the highs, not from the resistance zone but from the support zones. for an uptrending market or for a bullish trending market. Now, not only drawing it, make sure it has points. Now, this is what I'm trying to say. Now, look for the nearest obvious trough. Look for the nearest obvious trough in that trending market. Nearest obvious trough in that trending market. So this is what I'm trying to say. Now look at my trend line. You can see how beautiful it is. Provided it's within the zone. Provided it's within the zone, whether it's around it's at the wick, at the body of the candlestick, provided it's within the zone, you can see it. Now, one of the things that will confirm whether your trend line is good or not is the number of touches. The more the touches, the more reliable your trend line is. The more the touches, the more reliable your trend line is. Now, looking at this, you can see the market touched it here. 1, 2, 3. In fact, look for more touches. It's not about the number of the highs or the peak or the trough you are drawing from, but the touches. The more the touches, the more reliable it is. At least 2 to 3 touches in the Forex market, then giving you a candlestick confirmation, just like what you see here. Just like what you see here. Here confirm, here confirming, here confirming, here confirming, here. So you will always wait for the market. Let's say you're a trend line trader. You always wait for the market to come back to your trend line before you buy. You always wait for the market to come back to your trend line before you buy. If the market does not come back to the trend line, you're not going to buy. That's a sacrifice you that is a trend line trader has to pay. The sacrifice you have to pay is that you have to wait for the market to come back to your trend line before you buy. You have to wait for the market. If you find it at the top, wait for it to come back to a trend line and give you a confirmation, a bullish confirmation for you to buy. So we go ahead. That is it for an uptrending market. Then for a downtrending market, the market must be trending downward. The market must be in a bearish format or must be trending downward. So this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. So you draw. The more the touches, the better for it. The more the touches, the better for it. Now for a downtrending market, you draw from the highs, that's from the resistance zones, down to the top, to the lows, from the resistance zone, from the obvious highs down to the other lower highs you are seeing. You are drawing from the lower high zones. Remember your high, your low, your lower high, your lower low, your high, your low, your lower high, your lower low, your lower high, your lower low, your lower high, your lower low. So for a downtrending market, you take from the lower highs. Now you can see that this is a very wonderful trend line. Did I struggle drawing it? No, I didn't struggle drawing it because I understand how to draw it. Now the more the touches, the more the confirmation. You can see it touched here 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 3 touches has already confirmed for your trend line. All you got to do, draw it to the end, draw it to the end, draw it to the end. So let's say you've drawn 1, 2, 3. And you've drawn to the end. So all you got to do, you don't have to stress yourself. Wait for the market to come back to a trend line. When the market comes back to a trend line and give a confirmation, a bearish confirmation for you sell, you sell. When the market comes back to a trend line and gives a bearish confirmation, you sell. When the market comes back to a trend line and gives a bearish confirmation, what I mean by bearish confirmation, giving your gravestone doji, giving your engulfing candlestick pattern, your shooting star, whatever confirmation it gives you using the candlesticks. I have a video on candlestick. You can always go back, watch that. You can now sell whenever it gives you that confirmation. I believe you do understand this. Then the next question is, oh Mr. God, or whatever it is, if I enter the market for a sell or I enter the market for a buy, where do I set my stop loss? When I enter the market for a buy or when I enter the market for a sell, where do I set my stop loss? Now let's say you drew this and all these other parts have not played out. All these other parts have not played out. It has confirmed 1, 2, 3. But these other ones have not played out. You waited patiently for the market to come back to the trend line and give you a confirmation. Where do you set your stop loss? You set it behind the trend line. Set your stop loss in such a way that when market gets there or hit your stop loss, it shows reversal in the forex market. I come again, set your stop loss in such a way that when market get there and hits it, it shows reversal in the forex market. It shows reversal in the forex market. So that is it for trend line. Then the other one on our slide is that trend line can be used to know trend reversal. Trend line can be used to know trend reversal. So what do I mean by that? When the market wants to reverse, trend line is the easiest for you to know. You see market selling, respecting it. So when it breaks the trend line, it shows that there is, especially for a bearish market trend, and it breaks it above, it shows that there is bullish strength and there is possibility for the market to buy. Just like what you find here, is selling, giving us confirmation, giving us confirmation, giving us confirmation, giving us confirmation. But here it broke the trend line, and what happened? Coming back to retest the trend line and giving a confirmation for a buy. So what happened? The market bought. So that is it. Now for a bullish trending market, let's say it has been buying, you can see that it's very easy to know trend reversal. It has been buying. Let's say you bought here around this zone before the market reversed. Where do you set your stop loss? You set your stop loss behind. It will also help you to know whether a trend has reversed. So you continue to enjoy it. So when a trend reverses, it will be easy for you to know what will happen. Is going to break this your trend line. So all you got to do is to know how to draw your trend line. Know how to draw your trend line. Now let's look for another pair. Let's look for another pair. Let's see if we can draw a new one. Okay, this is Euro USD, USD card in the forex market. Now forget about what is happening here, but you saw the market moving this way, especially your H1. So you drew your trend line and you're confirming it. Look at what happened. So it will now help you to know whether when a trend has reversed or not. Just like what has happened here. You can see buying, this is a low, this is a high, higher low, trying to make a higher high, a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, which is supposed to come back, respecting this trend line, continue the buy. But what happened? After the low, the high, the higher low, the higher high. So what happened at the end of the day? It didn't respect the trend line, it broke the trend line. And in this particular case, you don't think of buying the market again. You don't think of buying the market because it has broken your trend line. As a trend line trader, you have to be patient enough. If, let's say you're a trend line trader, you waited for the market since it has obeyed trend line to come to this your trend line, you can see there was no confirmation for you to buy. So if you had bought, it's a very wrong decision. Here. Buying here is a very wrong decision because there was no confirmation. Looking at all these ones, you can see here a confirmation, here a candlestick confirmation, but here there was no candlestick confirmation. So buying it is very wrong at this particular price. So trend line is a very good strategy trading. It's a very good strategy used in trading. So I said in our slide, can be used to set stop loss. I said it. When trading, if you buy at your trend line, let's go to USD CHF. USD CHF, where we just left. USD CHF. Okay, this is it. Chart window. Alright, so this was where we actually left. Now if you buy, let's say we draw our trend line, we draw our trend line, I want to take it from this obvious support here. So let's say you have been buying, or let's say you bought around this zone. Where do you set your stop loss? Below. Or you waited for the market to come to this place, you set your stop loss below. Here too, set your stop loss below. So that by the time it hits your stop loss, not exactly at the trend line, if you set it at the trend line, there is possibility for market to go there and hit you out. So don't set it at the trend line, set it below, so that by the time market hits it, give it a breathing space. We call it a breathing space to avoid stop hunt in the market. So that by the time market hits it, it actually shows reversal in the market, just like what you find here. So trend line trading strategy is a very sweet and conservative strategy used in trading. It's a very sweet and conservative strategy used in trading. Just like here, so if you sell here, set your stop loss where above. Set your stop loss above until it is nullified. Just like the USD card I opened where we drew the trend line and it did respect it, it was nullified. So it's very easy to use your trend line. Remember, the higher the time frame, the more reliable it is. The higher the time frame, the more reliable it is. Now before I go ahead, remember to subscribe to this channel, share to your friends, on your notification, so that by the time we upload more videos, you will be able to see them. Now, as a way to recap, I started by introducing trend line trading strategy as the best strategies so far in the use in trading. And I said trend line is the most conservative trading strategy used for diagonal support and resistance, can be used to know trend reversal, can be used to set your stop loss and take profit, can be used by short-term and long-term trader. So that was what I was trying to explain. So whether you are drawing, whatever you are drawing from, this is it. So thank you very much. Remember to do whatever you can to get more videos to enlighten for education and the rest. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this wonderful class and wonderful meeting. I love you so much.